Well, students, let's look at another issue of inventory, right? So now the issue is if the goods is not in the place, business place. Okay, goods are not in the business place. So we include those goods in our inventory. Okay? Alright. So the key points here is you should recognize revenues on our revenue inventory and the concept payable at the time it controls the asset. So the key word is whether the company has the control of the asset. So if you have, then you will recognize inventory and accounts payable. Okay, most of the time it is a credit purchase, all right? And what is the control? Well, generally it's the passage of title. So this assets, once the title has passed to the buyer, the control passed to the buyer. Okay? For example, goods. Do you remember that FOB shipping point or FOB destination? Do you remember the term? What is FOB shipping point?
Shipping point.
Freedom point.
Shipping point. Is recognized as the inventory of the buyer when it comes to the shipping. Like when it's destination, they will recognize as an inventory of the buyer when the goods is arrived.
Arrive to the destination.
Yes.
Yeah, basically, yeah, it is, yeah. So FOB shipping point, the control, okay, or the title has to the buyer when the goods, I would say, tendered, okay, rendered to the carrier. So the carrier means like if you have the truck or the ship, okay, so you discharge your goods at the point to the carrier, all right, and the inventory, the title or the control pass to the buyer. So after that point, all the risks, all the charges will belong to the buyer. All right, that is the FOB shipping point. Yeah, if it is FOB destination, okay, before the goods arrive to the destination, the title and the control still belong to the seller. Yes. So that is the goods in transit. Goods in transit. All right. And okay, here is the goods in transit. All right, FOB shipping point and FOB destination. How about goods on consignment? So what is consignment? So in this relationship, there is, consignee and consignor. So who is the consignee and who is the consignor? So which in this kind of business is that I have the goods. Now I ask you, Haley, to sell the goods for me. So I'm the consignor, and Haley will be the consignee. Yeah. So I'm just temporarily put my goods at your place, then ask you to sell the goods for me. Okay. So you don't have the consignee doesn't have the title, the title, but she may have the responsibility to take care of the goods. All right. So in this situation, whose inventory is it? Well, I mean, Consignee or consignor shall include the goods as inventory. The goods is at Haley's place. Haley is the consignee, I'm the consignor. So the goods is not in my business place. Okay, so whose inventory is it?
Consign.
Consignor or consignee?
What's already defined?
Yeah, I heard consignor, right? Yeah. Okay, the consignor should include the inventory, the goods as inventory, even though the goods is not at the consignor's place, okay? All right. Goods on consignor. Okay. And what else? Consignor goods. Okay, so if we look at this here, goods out on consignment remain the property of the consignor, okay? And how about sales with repurchase agreement? What is that? Okay, so when I sell you goods, but we both have the agreement that I'm going to purchase the goods back. So, this kind of a transaction, we call it as parking transaction. I just temporarily put my goods at your place, but I promise I will buy those goods back. But you give me the money. So this is more like a financing. Do you know financing? It's like you give me the money, I borrow money from you, but I put my goods as collateral. You know collateral?
Huh?
Collateral.
Collateral?
Let's see. Yeah, collateral. There. The inventory as collateral and borrows against it. Collateral. Okay. So I put my inventory. I render my inventory, my goods to you, and then you give me the money. But I promise I will buy back those goods. So this is not a real business, normal course of business transaction. So we call it as parking transaction. All right. So you have my goods, I have your money. Okay. So this is more like financing. So I borrow money. And this inventory is regarded as collateral. Like I put something to create, so you call the inventory so that you can, if I don't pay you back the money, then you can like sell the goods to recover your money. Okay, so this is the sales with the repurchase agreement, or you can call it as parking transaction. Okay, so whose inventory is it? What do you think? Hey, huh? The Here transfer sales inventory to checks. Yeah, here's inventory. Yeah, so it is a collectible for checks. Yeah. All right. So this is the parking transactions. And how about product costs? Well, actually, I already explained that, right? So product cost is the cost related to the product sold. Okay, we call it as cost of goods sold. All right, so cost of goods sold can include, purchase price, import duties, and other taxes. But those duties or taxes, some may be refunded. If they can be refunded, should we include it into the product cost? Okay, what do you think? No. If they can be refunded, you can get the money back, then it won't be a part of product cost. Okay, only in the case they cannot be refunded, then it will become a part of product cost. All right, transportation costs is also a part of the product cost. Handling costs directly relate to the acquisition of the goods. Okay. In summary, product costs include all the necessary costs to get the goods ready for sale. All right? So they become part of product costs. Okay, and remember, purchase returns, purchase discount, and allowances are the deductions from the product costs. Okay? All right. And what else? Period costs. Okay, I explained it earlier, right? Period costs include selling expenses, general and administrative expenses. All right? Or for selling expenses, you might call it as marketing expenses. Yeah. Or even, R&D expenses. Also a part of period costs. Okay? And the financing cost. Financing cost nowadays is required by items to report individually. Okay, the item. All right. So, of course, you can include it as period costs. All right. But period costs not included as part of inventory cost. No. Right. So you have net sales minus cost of goods sold. You get gross profit. Okay. The high percentage of the gross profit can help the company, to get better net income. Right? Okay. And after gross profit, then you minus period costs. And even if you need to pay income tax, then you minus income tax. Then you come to net income. All right. And okay, so that is the issue in the case that goods are not in the business ways. Okay, and then you will have to decide whether to include those goods in the inventory. Any questions on that? Any? Brian, do you have? Alvin, do you have any questions? How about this side of students? Questions? Valentina? If not, we're going to talk about one more issue about the cost flow, the cost of the inventory. Okay, so what is cost flow? Cost flow, I just mentioned all the product costs. Product costs is included in the inventory cost, right? Cost you purchase. So the cost you spend on the purchase include all different kind of related costs, right? Such as purchase price, such as handling cost, such as import duty and tax, such as handling costs. They are all part of the inventory cost, right? And after you sell the goods, the products, and the cost will flow to cost of the sold. Okay? And the remaining becomes what? The remaining for those not sold? Yeah, in the inventory. Right. So that is cost flow. But that's go back a little bit. Purchase, okay? So the price of the goods, can it be the same all the time? What do you think? No. How about the products? Do you have a fixed price for everything? No. Yeah, it fluctuates,
Yes.
right? So it fluctuates. Yes. So how much do you recognize as inventory? How much do you recognize as cost of sold? Because the price of the goods fluctuate. That become an issue as well. Cost for. Okay, let me do a little bit translation. Okay, 同学们 ，Hello。OK， 好，我要来解释一下刚刚我在谈的，就是你的成本的流动。好，那我们早一点有谈到，就是说你的期出存货加上你的进货，对，一起就是变成当期的销售的商品的总成本。当你卖出去的时候，这个成本就会必须要转到 cost of sold， 就是销售成本。OK。那剩下来的还没有卖的，它就变成是期末出货成本，这是一种 cost flow 成本的流动。但是问题如果你再回到你的 purchase， 你购买的时候，你一般而言，你的商品它的价格都是一致不会变的嘛？你觉得呢？不会嘛？最近都是在叫做通膨 inflation，everything， the price for everything is going up， 对不对？所以它的那个价格呢，它不会都一致都不会变的，所以它会有比较 fluctuate， 会有起伏。那当然最近都是通膨，所以几乎每样东西都一直上涨。所以因为它的那个价格上你的进货的那个成本因为它的价格的起伏，所以呢会有所不同。好，那当我们要来计算报道的存货的时候，那多少是要把它计算在报道在期末存货里面？那有多少你要把它报到 cost of sold？ 那就是比它的利息。对不对？那销成本是要拿多少？这样懂我的意思吗 ？Understand？ 譬如说，我们说 TV 刚刚讲的 TV，alright？ well, last month, the price of purchase one TV is $20. Okay. And this month, the price has gone up. So you pay $25 for one TV, right? Then, if you purchased 10, right, and then you sold, okay. Well, let's sort of say, well, last month I purchased 10 TV, okay, and this month I purchased 5 TV. So total you have purchased 15 TV, right? But the price is different. In October, you only pay $20 for each. In November, you pay $25 each, right? Okay, at the end of the month, November, you sold 13 TV. And how many left in the ending inventory? Okay, so in October there are 10, right? Yeah. November 5, and then you sold 13. So you have how many left? 2, right? Yeah. 10. Yes. 10 in October, November 5, and total sold 13. So you have 2 left. Okay. So what cost in the inventory? and how much goes to cost of the sold, because the price is different, because the purchase price in October is 20. The purchase price in November is 25. How do you decide the cost? If you go by first in, first out, ending inventory, cost for ending inventory will be 50. Yeah, first in, first out. If you go average, then you will get different result for ending inventory, for cost of goods sold as well. Okay? Got that? OK， 好，这边呢，了解意思吗？好，我刚刚如果举说，如果10月份每一台是20块钱，然后10月份有10台，然后5月份一台25块钱，有5台。他们不是来听的，千万不要冲啊！然后总共卖出了13台，剩下2台 TV， 对不对 ？OK。那么这2台 TV 的成本 ending inventory 到底是要算多少？你是用20块算，还是用20块算？还是用不同的价格算？那 cost of goods sold, how much should go to cost of goods sold? It depends on the cost assumption. So you need a cost assumption， 就是你的成本流动的假设，你才能够去决定。Alright? Okay, guys. Yes. You need to have a cost assumption to decide how much is in the ending inventory, how much goes to cost of goods sold. Okay, the case that we talk about, if you apply first in, first out, FIFO, then the ending inventory will be 50. And the cost of goods sold will be, how much is that? Okay, let me do the calculation. Now, yeah. I think you were right. But it's better than me right now. Okay, let's use the example that I just provided. Okay, TV. Okay, October 10, right? It becomes the beginning inventory of November. Okay? Alright. And the price in October is 20. And November, net purchase, we put it as net purchase. 5, but the cost is 25. So how much is that? 125, right? It's 125. So total cost for 15 TV. Alright? So assume 13 sold. Right? And 13 sold. This part of TV, the cost, will become cost of goods sold. The remaining 2, right, becomes the ending inventory. Here, because the price is different, so you need to apply cost for assumption. Cost for assumption. Now you can have a choice of FIFO, cost in, cost out, or you can do the average, or even you might want to do specific identification. FIFO is the first in, first out. The cost of the inventory will first go to cost of the sold, and the later purchase will become the cost of inventory. Okay. If you apply average. Then you will use the average price to calculate the cost of sale and the ending inventory. Okay, let's do this. Okay, for this one, this is very simple one. So we know cross in, cross out. Let me, yeah, let me erase this. And let's see. 10, 20. 10, 20. Let me put it this way. 10, 20. And 5, 25. Okay. So, 13 times, I don't know, 13. So first in, course out, you will take out this one. 10, right? Because of the salt. It's quite noisy outside. What happened? Because of the salt.
有活动。
Well, because the 10 plus 3 from here, right?
Yes.
And 3 times 25. So the total is 275 of the salt. And the ending inventory will be this 2 times 25 is 50. 5 more. Average. Do you remember we talked about the inventory system? Perpetual inventory system.
Yes.
Yes? Good. Okay. Because we use the system, so average will go by moving average. Do you have a sense about moving average?
Sure.
Alright? Okay, moving average. So here we have
Mantap banget.
okay, if the cells
Ini dioperasikan tapi nggak
is the cells made here, okay, 13 here. So you average these two and get the average unit price. Okay. What if let's see. What if you have another 5 here and 25. Then you will make another average because the system go by the date, the time. Okay? So only the information is there, then the system will do the calculation. And this one is not happened yet. Sales is here, not this time. Okay, this is the later time. So the average won't include this one. So the average will include this one here. So how much can you calculate for me? So how much is going to be for each unit? Yes, 125 divided by 50.
21.6.
21.6.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So if it is go by average and the cost of the salt will be 20.61 times 13. How much is that? This is like
281.6. 0.6.
0.6, okay, let's make it to 202, okay? And cost of goods sold will have 2 times 21.6 will be 40, about 43, right? The average, different cost assumption. And moving, let's come back to here, moving average. And here, it's already 13, right? And now we go to another average. Okay, so this average is be 2 times 21.6 plus 5 times 25. And divided by 7, right? How much is that? 43 plus 43 plus
24.
25.
24.
Or 24. Okay, stop. So this moving average. So next time when you have another sales, then you will use this 24 as to calculate cost of the sold. Okay? Okay, so this is the cost assumption. Cost or assumption. If you apply different cost or assumption, then you may get the cost of the sold or any inventory differently. Okay? That's the concept. And I mentioned there's another cost assumption, right? Specific identification. What is specific identification? It's that if you can, if you are clear about a reply, you know the purchase by the cost. So say the cost of the product. Let's say I have car. Okay, generally you have few items and high cost. Then you may apply specific identification. For stores like merchandiser, like carry forward, like 7-Eleven, they carry so many items and with no price. Generally they don't apply specific identification. Only those merchants has luxuries, high price and low volume items, they may apply specific identification. Okay, for example, cars, I have any type of car, okay, 10, okay, and the cost each the same. 75, let's make it easier. And I have B cars, that's 5 units, and they have 100. So with a specific identification, now I saw 13 of them. Okay, so this 13 of them, 8, 9, let's say 9 from here, and 4 from here. So I know exactly, what card is sold. Yeah. So then I will pick out their cost. So here, in this case, I will pick out 75. Yeah, plus 4 times 100. And this is the cost of the sale. And then the remaining is the individual. The remaining is 1 from here. 1 from here, the other from here. Yes, 175. So this is the specific identification. Okay, that's about it. That is the concept for cost for assumption. Okay, so when you apply different method and the cost of the sold or for the inventory, the result may be different. Okay, so if the result different, it's gonna affect cost of the sold. And who the affect what?
10 is
Inventory, yeah, sure. The inventory reporting, yeah, sure. And what else? Huh?
gross profit.
Gross profit, yeah, sure. And what else?
Maybe.
Net income, sure, yeah, yeah. And even, in fact, tax paid, right? Because cost of goods sold went up, right? Net income. Okay, very good.